Show on street. Oh, there I am. Hello, everybody. Oh, this is my first attempt at using this software to live stream to Facebook, my page, my profile, and to YouTube. And today I thought I would do this and read you a little bit from my book, Ceres in Astrology. This is my proof copy, the only copy I have currently. We've got a couple of glitches with the self-publishing process. So I don't have a pre-order link for Amazon yet, but I do have a pre-order link for signed copies directly from me, and that's from the website sacredthreadsimprint.com. I will edit these streams to show you, and you can pre-order a signed copy. The actual release date is July the 13th. There's a vague possibility that it might have to be pushed back a little bit, but the signed copies can be ordered now. So this is, I'm so proud of this. So before I read from it, let me tell you, I started writing this book so long ago. And I kept leaving it and coming back to it and leaving it and coming back to it. But everything I studied and researched about Ceres showed me that she is an important planet, and she's a rock. So let's call it they them. But Ceres, I think, is a personal planet. Ceres is a personal planet that should not be ignored by any astrologer. So there's the back, not an asteroid. She's a planet, not minor, and not yours to dismiss. And I give the evidence in this book about why. But more than that, I do the usual going through what she's about, some history, some transits, some things through the signs, all that kind of stuff. So I designed the cover too with the help of my AI friend. One of Ceres' symbols or Demeter's is the poppy. And this is her astrological symbol. And this is a lovely review by the amazing Stephen Forrest. I've got some fabulous, fabulous reviews. And it's called Ceres in Astrology, Nourishment, Power, and the Rebirth of the Feminine. And this is the rebirth of the feminine in everybody. Kindness. Okay, nothing to do with gender, by the way. So, with Ceres on her own ascendant, Louise Eddington has lived the story she tells here. There are fresh, clear human insights on every page. Watch as she brings to light a planet that has been hidden in plain sight for over 2 centuries. But also, I just wanted to read you another bit. She came not to be found, but to be remembered. Anyway, I'm really, really proud of myself that I am able to self-publish this, put this out in the world. I've had over 70 people pre-order signed copies already. Very, very grateful. But today, as a bit of bedtime reading, and no, it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon where I am, so it's not quite bedtime, but I am jet lagged because I arrived back from the UK on Sunday after a very hectic trip. I just thought I would do a little reading for you. And I'm going to read the foreword to you that was written by astrologer Steve Judd. He was really kind enough to offer to read the book and to write a foreword. And do you know, he actually called me and read it to me live, and I was verklempt. But anyway, so this is Steve's foreword for my book after he read it. It is becoming increasingly evident that when celestial bodies are discovered and named, their archetypes begin to emerge in the collective consciousness. Uranus was discovered amidst the French and American revolutions, times of radical change and upheaval. Neptune entered our awareness during the dawn of commercial brewing, the first drug wars, and the invention of celluloid, each linked to illusion, escapism, and altered perception. Pluto's emergence coincided with the splitting of the atom and the rise of modern psychology, both profound gateways into the unseen and the transformative. Chiron was identified just as holistic and complementary therapies began to gain traction, marking a return to integrative healing. Although Ceres was first observed over 225 years ago, it is only in more recent decades that her archetypal presence has begun to take root in astrology and popular culture. Since the publication of the first Ceres ephemeris, themes of mothering and smothering, and this is mothering by any gender, this is that action of mothering, okay, and protection and rejection, and the deep complexity of feminine influence have come to the forefront. More importantly, Ceres has reintroduced the essential question of nurturing, how we were or not nurtured, how we nurture others, and how we allow others to nurture us, and crucially, how we nurture ourselves. This includes not only emotional care, but also physical sustenance, such as diet, nutrition, and digestion. These concepts, once relegated to the margins, are now central to how we understand wholeness, both in astrology and life. And for those of you, I'll read the rest of it in a second, but for those of you that know me well and have been following me, I'm always telling you to do your self-care, to do your grounding, to fill your soul. And unsurprisingly, you may know that I have a very strong Ceres in my chart, and it's a big theme for me. So the rest of this forward. This is Steve. I have incorporated Ceres into natal chart work for over 20 years and have often felt like a lone voice. But increasingly, others have begun to speak out, challenging inherited notions of family, gender roles, and emotional responsibility. Louise Eddington is among the most fearless of those voices. With a tone that is both grounded and revolutionary, she pushes the boundaries of astrological discourse. Woohoo! She is almost, this bit cracks me up, she is almost, but not quite, a cyberpunk priestess of the stars. Bold, insightful, and unapologetically feminist. If her work unsettles the old patriarchs of astrology, so be it. We need unsettling. I'm like, yes. In the era of rapid evolution and awakening, astrology is regaining its rightful place in the cultural conversation. And Louise Eddington stands at the vanguard of this transformation. And this is where I tear up. Ceres in astrology will come to be recognized as both a definitive guide and a deeply personal meditation on the archetype of nurturing. It is timely, powerful, and a much needed contribution to modern astrology. Louise, you rock. Well, that's Steve Judd, Master Astrologer, and that's Steve Judd with 2ds.co or www.astrobabbleproductions.com. So I'm so very grateful to Steve. All right, so maybe I'll just read you a little bit from the introduction. Why Ceres matters now. Although they are only breath, words which I command are immortal. And that's a fragment of a poem by Sappho, a Greek poet and priestess of Aphrodite. from the 7th century BCE. This archetype is ancient, right? So you hold in your hands a call, an invitation into deep remembrance and reconnection. Perhaps you pick this book up out of curiosity, sensing that something significant lies here, hidden in the whispers of an ancient goddess whose time has come again. Or perhaps you, like me, had sense for a long time that something essential has been missing in our astrological understanding, something profoundly nurturing and deeply healing. That something is Ceres. Well, that's all I'm going to read to you today. I might come and do some more live streams and read you some more sections, but this is Ceres in astrology. Okay, this is the cover, and I'm actually, I am going to show you the website where you can buy a signed copy. Okay, so I have to share. This is all very new. Oof. Oh, it won't share my screen. It's sacredthreadsimprint.com/series. And on that page, it says this is not just a book about an asteroid. Ceres is not an asteroid. It's a reclamation. So in this book, we invite you to explore the full arc of Demeter and Persephone's myth as sacred feminine initiation, the discovery and reclassification of Ceres and her symbolic relevance to our times, Ceres' meaning in the natal chart by sign, house, and aspect, generational themes of Ceres in dialogue with Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, the astrology of grief, care, and sacred cycles, personal and collective, and why Ceres should be considered to be a personal planet. I hope you'll buy it. sacredthreadsimprint.com is the website to go and pre-order a signed copy. And I'm going to be really busy. I've got my purple pens ready to sign all the books. I've got the bubble mailers ready. It's going to be awesome. I'm so honored that Ceres chose me to be her voice. So for now, see you later. I'm going to go and recover from this jet lag.